Hello, my name is Ankur and this is Ankur Chips where I just chip in on different things. On my last day in Japan, I came to Tokyo as I had to fly home from there and I had planned majorly two items in my itinerary which were a lot of fun. First up, I visited the Small Worlds Museum where they have all kinds of miniaturized sets. It was really mind-blowing how much detail they've packed into these sets. I mainly went there to check out the Evangelion themed sets, but the other stuff was also amazing. They had the entire new Tokyo 3 city with moving cars and trains, and the best thing was that the time of day would keep changing and the whole look and feel of the place would shift, bringing entirely new vibes to the setting. There would even be angel attacks and the city would go under lockdown. It was truly mesmerizing. They even had an Evangelion launchpad, which was quite cool. You could see the three Evangelion units launch one by one and then return, with Misato's announcements and accompanied by the beautiful music by Shiro Sagetsu. Next, there was a miniature airport terminal where you could watch different airplanes taking off and then landing back. There was also a section for Sailor Moon. Now, I've never seen this anime, but the set was so pretty, it did make me want to check it out. Have you seen this show? Let me know if I should check out the series. The final set that I checked out was a NASA themed space shuttle launch center. Overall, the sets were really intricately designed, with interesting stories being conveyed through the motion of little parts and the lighting and ambient sounds. It was definitely an amazing experience. From there, I moved on to my next destination, and in that process, I saw the most beautiful skies ever. I spent like half an hour just clicking photos of the sky. Where I went next was the Poop Museum. It's this space in a mall that's dedicated to poop. Yes, you heard that right. They have a museum celebrating the poop motif. In Japan, they consider that even something like poop can be cute. And so they have this place where you can experience the fun and cute side of this natural part of your day. There are all kinds of activities like catching the poo and stomping on poo and screaming poo and more. There were toilet themed decor that you could click photos with. It was kind of weird but also a lot of fun. If you're into weird things like this, don't forget to check this out. And the next day, it was time for me to board my flight back home. I got up early and headed to the airport. On the way, I used my Japan Rail Pass for the last time, which was a really emotional moment. This pass had been with me for 14 days, and it basically made my life so convenient in Japan as most of the trains were free to use. Unfortunately, they've now made the pass more costly, which makes it not so worthwhile anymore. I'm happy I got to enjoy it before they hiked the price. I had a silly experience at the airport where I kind of lost my passport. I couldn't find it on me and I notified the airport staff who helped me look for it. She checked the lost and found and it wasn't there. Then she asked me to retrace my steps, but we just weren't able to locate it. Then she asked me to carefully check my pockets and my bags, and it finally came out of one of the pockets in my bag. I apologized to her for being so silly, but this experience made me speak in Japanese like never before. I forgot all of my inhibitions and just spoke and spoke. Losing your passport can really bring out your confidence in speaking a foreign language. After that, I bought a giant mug of beer and then I took the flight to Hong Kong. It slowly started sinking in that I was no longer in Japan when I had to switch to speaking in English. I felt a little sad, of course. It felt so bad going back. But before I knew it, I was landing in Mumbai, and all I had of Japan were the memories and the goodies that I brought back. Will I be going back to this country? You bet. I felt like this trip was kind of like a sampler. I need to spend more time in some of these cities and towns, and someday I will definitely go back. Well, that also brings me to a close on this Japan series. What will I be speaking about in the next video? I don't actually have a clear idea at this moment, but I'll definitely be back with something. Until next time, this is Ankur, checking out.